Yeah, man, we about to get this thing going, man. I hope you guys are excited. This is gonna be a good one. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go. I mean, I'm telling you, this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, this is how we starting the show. All right, let's go. All right, guys, today we are going to be talking about breaking the cycle, and why not bring out the cycle? You know, on these mountain bikes, we got like different gears, right? Different gears we gotta switch depending on if we're going uphill, downhill. Kind of never know. It just depends on how you're working, what you're doing. I'm kind of riding through the neighborhood right now, but I thought it'd be a great way to chop it up. Now, hopefully I don't get hit with a few sprinklers. So I see a few of these things starting to go off right now. And y'all get a kind of my perspective on what's going on. So y'all enjoy the ride, enjoy the show. As y'all know, I like to see that sun come up in the morning. So let's see if we can catch that. That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. We gotta break the cycle. Got good brakes on this thing, don't I? Haha, yeah, that's right. We got the bike out today, right? We talking about breaking the cycle. This is how we gotta break the cycle, right? A lot of us may not like physical activities. Break the cycle. Some of us may not like to do the right things when it comes to financial decisions. Break the cycles. Some of us make terrible decisions as parents. Break the cycle. That's what we're doing today. That's the reason why I bring this bike out, because it takes you to change a couple of gears if you're going uphill, downhill, depending on where you're going, right? It just kind of works, right? They say the world goes around in circles, going in circles. You know, y'all probably never heard that song. Anyways, man, yeah, that's what we're doing today. And we're gonna have a great show. So we're gonna mount up again, do some riding, and then we'll get back to this topic here shortly. Let's switch hats and get safety first, guys, safety first. It's inside. So why would I choose to talk about this? Because this whole week we have been talking about starting from zero, right? After starting from zero, building that confidence up, right? Knowing what we want out of life, you know, and sometimes we only go off of the things we see and what we've been taught and what we've been shown. So there's going to be times when we have to break the cycle. We gotta, hey, you know they call it a circle of life. Sometimes you gotta break that. And we want to thrive and live on and live good. And that's what we are going to do our best at doing. So, with that being said, make sure y'all lock in, like, comment, subscribe. I know I need to be looking forward, know where I'm going, but hey, they ain't finished developing over here, so I'm all right. At least I think I am. All right, so let's hop a squat. Chop it up a little bit more. Today we're taking it easy, all right? Because this is a real sensitive subject. I guess you'll say, hey, it's all right, bro. You always doing sensitive subjects, bro. Well, maybe they might be needed. I wouldn't say even maybe. They are needed. It's a must. We have to have these topics. We have to have these talks. Because we keep running from these talks, guess what? the cycle will never break. I'm only saying that because I was once a part of that cycle, right? Oh, you cool with people, you see what they're doing, you're locking in what they're doing, and you're thinking that's the right thing to do. At the same time, you may see your parents doing something, as in working hard, getting stuff going, right? But when it comes to credit, with great credit, you don't have to work as hard. You still got to work, but you don't have to work as hard. These are things that we tend to find out later in life. That's why it's so important to break the cycle, the generational curse. You know why they call it a curse, y'all? You know, because curse haunts you. It kind of goes from generation to generation to generation, right? Especially if you truly believe in it. But you could be the change for that. Hell, we are becoming the change for that. Angel and I are truly doing our due diligence. We are being disciplined as possible. Is it easy? No. When you used to live in a certain way, you're used to doing a certain thing. Let me tell you guys something, man. A lot of the fun goes out the door, especially when it comes to wanting to go places, going to do things. You know, we gotta be responsible. And it's so hard. Most of it ain't hard. Yeah, it is when you've been doing something for so long the wrong way. And when you decide to finally start doing it the right way, guess what? Yeah, it becomes hard because it's something that you gotta break. You got used to doing a thing. And when you get used to doing something, it becomes muscle memory. Some of y'all probably ain't never faced where you have nothing in your account. Maybe some of you guys never faced having to be overdraft. Maybe some of you guys never had to face serious debt. Maybe some of you guys have had it all right your whole life. Well, good for you. But guess what? Most people that watch this channel, they have had to go to battle with that. They've had to go to the gas tank and get to the gas pump and be like, man, shit, my last $10. Damn, man, gotta do it. Gotta get to work. And you gotta make it work. Then you gotta hustle something up to make it through the next day. That's not because you're not making enough. It's because you're irresponsible with money. And hell, I blew some money. Maybe you blew some money before. It happens. Trust me, if you feel like, you feeling like right now, oh man, bro, I done screwed up the money. You ain't the only one. Listen, the most people that may be laughing at you because you may have screwed up the money, trust me, they have screwed up some money, right? And you just ain't found out about it. It comes with the territory. It comes with learning, man. You don't just come out your mom's womb knowing all financial literacy. You don't come out your mom's womb knowing how to structure a business right. We don't know these things. Now, if you have, you may be like one of those indigo kids, you know, you just come out pure genius and you just clicking, everything's clicking. If that's for you, kudos to you. But for most of us, we have to learn along the way. Some of us go with that old theory, hey man, you go to school, you graduate from school, high school. Once you get out of high school, you go to college. And when you go to college, you're out here taking loans out. Oh, listen, man. Hey, listen. All right. You taking loans out because, hey, man, other people going to college. I don't want to be like the homies on blocks that didn't go to college, so I'm going to go to college. I'm going to take these loans out. I'm finna do this thing, man. I'm being in school, and then when you get to school and realize, damn, man, hey, part-time job ain't making it happen. Now I gotta get a full-time job to at least keep up with this stuff. And now you want to be grown and get out your parents' house, get your own space, get your own car, and that's bills on top of it, and you're just starting to sink and sink and sink. Although it does look good that you're in school, but you're starting to sink and sink and sink and sink and sink. Oh, I know. It's happened to many of people. And then when you finally do get out of college and get the job that you want, you realize, damn, I'm in so much debt. Even though I may be getting paid good, half my check is going to pay back for the loans that I took out early on. That is pretty much the average American story, right? Then some of us had to get it out the mud. Then some of us said, forget college. I'm going to get out here and just work at this plant because all the rest of the uncles and the dads worked at the plant and realized that ain't it either because you working and working and working. And by the time you ready to retire or you ready to do something for yourself finally, your body is withered away because you've been working 12-hour days. Just saying. Just saying. So today, it's going to be a great conversation. It's going to be a powerful conversation, an in-depth conversation. Yeah, we took a light today. Rode a bike, you know what I mean? I'm going to ride back. But I am telling you, this conversation is needed. So you guys get excited, get ready. I'm gonna learn some things because I did a little research. You're gonna learn some things. You might be teaching me some things in the comments, but it's gonna be a great show. We gotta break the generational curse, man. I get it though. You know, it's time to stop being cool and start living by our own rules. Hi. Those some dope flowers. Hi. It's gonna be an awesome day, guys. Before I go a little further, you got me going in circles all around and around. we gotta break the cycle. You can't sing, don't do it. Now you got these dogs over here. How you? No, you good. Hey, they good. They good. I'm not gonna hurt you. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's a camera. No, this is not a dream. You're in the world of Inside Speaks. We're inspiring you to find happiness in your world. Guess what? We outside with it. We like to hammock camp, bike, as well as ruck. That's right. I'm an Army veteran. I served 2 tours, man, with some great individuals, man. We had our ups, we had our downs, just like you go through in life. But I tell you what, I'm gonna share some of them stories with you on this channel. That is right. I'm gonna share some of them stories with y'all today. At the same time, man, unprogram yourself. I was reading the comments. I said, oh yeah, hit that one right on the head, man. It's your boy Inside, man. We are back with another one. Break family curses. Breaking the cycle. It's Wednesday, 10 o'clock in the morning. Man, listen, I am going to tell you guys something. This is needed. This is needed. This is needed. This is a must. I know this is one of them topics that it ain't the most driven topic, but I will tell you what, it may save you from a lot of headaches down the way. Now, I really kind of dove in on the financial side, but when it comes to family curses, that comes from family violence. That comes with relationships. That comes with lack of communication. It goes with a lot of different things. I had to do a little research. Had to do a deep dive on this topic. The reason why is because most of the time when we hear generated curses, first thing that comes to our people, it is financial literacy. It's something that we are not taught. We are taught to work till your back hurt. Yeah. Go home, get something to eat, go to sleep, get your ass back up and get back to work. That was the financial literacy. Yeah, so we're going to dive a little bit on that. Then we also going to desire to find an answer to how we break that. I'm going to read a blog today too. I'm going to start integrating Angel's blogs in here, man, because she really be hitting stuff on the head. She thinks a lot different than me, and with our powers combined, Captain Planet, right? We can make a great show and make some great things happen. And that's what we're going to do today. I'm super excited for everything that is happening. With that being said, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and comment, and do the things that you do, man. If you're not even that type of thing, you just want to sit here and listen, just listen. It ain't hurting me. No, remember, this is here to help me. With that being said, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Grand Rise to you, brother, man. Sounds like a great show. It do sound like a great show because I needed this even before I joined the military. I needed this lecture before I joined the military. But I'm glad I didn't get it because I wouldn't be living the life I'm living now. Oh, but if I had it, life would probably be a little different. But and if you haven't already, make sure you tap in with these shows right here, man. You haven't seen it. Routine builds confidence. Yes. Veteran business must knows. Discipline over motivation, man. And we have many, many more topics to come. And many, many of them that I've done already. And I have some videos queued up, ready to go for when we go hit this family reunion. So you guys are not left alone without a show. That's right. Proper preparation prevents poor form. We talked about that the other day. Now, with that being said, I do want to get over here and go. I'm going to dive right into this because it's needed. And I believe what she has done on here was amazing. Yeah. So let's go ahead and go right into the blog section, man. Big shout out to Angel. If you haven't already, make sure you go tap in. I want you to tap in to rawtruenovels.org. Let's go, man. It's all the way up. Check this out, man. rawtruenovels.org. She bends truth inside her stories to expose the emotional people try hardest to hide. Listen, man, this is a good one. July 14, 2026, man. Break the cycle. You see how this goes? And she be coming up with these images. I'm just saying, I love these images. Got the rain going. Y'all know I like outside. Y'all know I like the journey outside. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this blog. Ms. Williams says, what does it really mean to break the cycle? People say it all the time. Break the cycle. But have you ever stopped to think about what those words actually mean? To me, it can feel like breaking a curse, not because of magic, but because some things seem to follow generational after generation, family after family, person after person, until someone finally decides it stops here. That is so true. Breaking it down. Let's break those words apart. Break, to separate, to destroy, to release, to put an end to something that once had abuse, control, absolute control over you. I'm over here thinking about the other type of abuses that be going on, but absolute control over you, right? Cycle, a pattern, a repeat behavior, something that keeps coming back again and again unless someone consciously steps in to change it. Now put those two words together. Break the cycle. It's like snapping invisible chains off your wrist. That was a great way of putting that. Chains you don't even realize you was ever wearing. Chains forged from fear and silence, trauma and anger, poverty and addiction, low self-worth, people pleasing. Oh yeah, I know some of y'all on that people pleasing. Unhealthy relationships and fear of success. Sometimes we become so used to surviving inside the pattern that we don't even realize we're repeating the very thing that hurt us. What did be? Gotta do little snaps on that one. Searching for the new vision. How do we break it? We become aware. Ooh, say that again. We become aware. We start asking the hard questions. We stop making excuses like, this is just how my family is, or this is all I've ever known. Well, haven't we done that? We've done that a few times. Wow. Instead, we ask, what if there is another way? One major lesson I've learned in my own life is this. I always moved. And yes, she does. Not because I was running away, but because I was searching. I wanted a new vision of life, right? I like that. I know that. I like that, right? I wanted to see beyond what I was born into. I wanted to know there was more than the entertainment or more than the environment that raised me, more than the pain I witnessed, and more than the limits that were placed on me. Sometimes changing our surroundings is what changes our perspective. Distance gives you clarity. The first steps toward real freedom is realizing that where you came from does not have to determine where you are going. I had to slow that down. You know, bro, I don't know if y'all be watching the battles, but they be like, slow it down. Yeah. It ends with you. Breaking the cycle isn't about pretending your past never happened. It is about refusing to let your past write the rest of your story. Bar. A cycle can be anything that keeps repeating until you stop it. Whether it's poverty, violence, staying in space that shrinks you, or simply believing you're are not worthy of peace and love. Every decision you make today has the power to shift tomorrow, not just for you, but for your children, your family, and the generations that come after you. Someone has to be the first. Someone has to say, it ends with me. Maybe that someone is you. Raw True Novels. Let's go. Y'all see I like that mug? I mean, hit them where it hurts. I'm full with it. I mean, and you guys can put your own, words and thoughts. You can read the post yourself, but I like to go ahead and put my thing in here. And as I'm adding these in and reading them, I believe it is something powerful. I believe what she's doing is powerful, and that's dope, man. You know what I mean? I'm over there. I got my mind set on so many things right now. As I'm reading that, I'm already got the next thing queued up. So I mean, hey, I'm getting a little better at this, multitasking and keeping this rolling. But yeah, that was powerful. She hit that on the head, man. It also really goes with some of the points I was talking about that I'm going to be talking about today, right? As I do, I will always give a few stories in here. I will share some people that you may know, some people you may watch on screen and TV and all that type of jazz for you guys to tap in with that. But if you haven't already, let me go ahead and run down what's coming up on the show, right? Monday, we talked about starting from zero, find strength to rebuild. This past Tuesday, we talked about battles we don't see. And it is Wednesday today, breaking the cycle. This Thursday coming up, rise and rebuild a career. Yeah. That's going to be a good one too, reinventing your professional life. So many of us are running from that. So many of us are still chasing that idea of, oh man, I'm seeing what other people doing, so I'm going to do that just because I see them doing that. But we'll save that topic for Thursday. Friday, victory after the fall. Finding your way back to the top. That's going to be powerful. And you are welcome. I'm seeing that right there. I'm seeing the message that was put right there, man. Yeah, I am loving it. I'm loving this. This is awesome, man. You really hit them on the head. And speaking of that, you guys can go right there to Raw True Novels and check out Hourglass, the foundation. Time doesn't stop, it doesn't wait, and it never gives anything back. Shoot, we talking about breaking the cycle, breaking the curse. Yeah, it's a novel right here. Just in the midpoint of this novel, you will find someone decided to make a change, take a leap, take a risk, and get them moving. As Angel was talking about in her journal, she does move a lot. Hell, we move a lot. I mean, hell, where she go, I gotta go. Hell. But even when she was younger, she was moving around. Angel was all the way in Houston doing her thing in Houston. She was H-Town. She was all through H-Town doing her thing. But that's what some of us have to do. Y'all have probably heard me say this in some of the Facebook posts or me saying something in some of these older videos. And I always say, sometimes you got to separate to elevate. And that is something that we have to do. We must do. I'm going to talk about somebody that's from Texas that you may know. And then I'm going to talk about a few of these points that got on here. I got 5 of them. I'm always bring you 3 to 5 different points when we do these shows, right? We're going to talk about the cycle awareness. Who just mentioned something about being aware? That's why I was stopped when she said that. And I was like, yeah, that was like my first point. Cycle awareness, recognizing repeating patterns like poverty, addiction, emotional dysfunction. Yeah. Then we're gonna talk about the mindset shift. Y'all know that's one of my favorite ones. I like to tell people, hey, you gotta shift the way you think before you even think you're gonna be around me. Nah, you gotta shake that mentality you got. You gotta shake that beast off your back. Believing you can choose a different path than the one you was raised in. Yeah. Then you got skill building. This is a big one, right? This is a big one. Sometimes we just so caught up in thinking we know everything and we really don't know diddly squat. And you know how you find that out? When you think you know everything and then you get in a room with individuals that really know a lot of different stuff and then you can't say anything. You have nothing to say. All you have to do is sit there and be like, oh, damn, you know what I mean? A lot of us are like that. With that being said, also boundary settings. This is one a lot of us run from. Refusing to tolerate toxic behavior from family members. A lot of individuals are not a dick like me. I don't give a damn who you are. Your ass toxic. You're not going to be around me. Hey, go cry to your mama. Don't care. Not finna be around me. You're not finna bring me down, and we'll get in that a little bit into the show. You're not finna bring me down with your BS, all right? Then, legacy creation. You see these points that I've just sit here, these 5 points? Damn, she damn near hit them all up in the journal. She damn near told them all apart in the journal. Yeah, that's why you need to go check out her blogs, man. Check out her blogs, man. She really be hitting you with the meat and potatoes, man, you know, so this is how it works. See how this thing is coming together, man. I started out doing this show with just want to express myself. I think I'm going to say that in every episode. I got to start this show by just want to express myself, releasing frustration. And some of these topics that we are talking about are some of the things that I've had to deal with. Man, I've been on the top of the top, living great. I've been at the bottom of the bottom, like, what the hell am I doing, right? And when you get to individuals like Angel and myself, these are the things that we've had to come to. Sometimes we will argue. Sometimes we had to sit down. Hey, bro, we gotta sit the hell down. This ain't working. And it'd be times I would be so frustrated, y'all. Maybe some of y'all been through it. But listen, there'd be some times where I'll be so frustrated. I'm more mad at myself because I'll be like, man, I could do some more. I can get out here and do more. But my body would be so tired. I would be out so much. I'll be missing time with the family. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we got to prioritize the important things. What's important? Getting to the bag is important, right? Having a healthy relationship is important. The real key is communication. When there's lack of communication, you are allowing all type of turmoil to come in. You're allowing individuals that's not even a part of your relationship to come in, and they're going to stir up the hornet nest. You know what I mean? So if you've not been there, let me tell you something. Keep people out your business. Stay focused on what you got to do. And separate so you can elevate. Because the moment you get everybody out your life and stop playing Superman and helping and saving everybody, that's when you get your opportunity to breathe some real fresh air. Trust me, Angel and I have been through this, man. And we're going to go through each and one of these points. And I'm going to share a few of these individuals that you may be able to resonate with. Then again, you may not be able to resonate with because all you thought was they on top of the world doing their damn thing. Now let's go ahead and start with this one, man. Maybe you have heard of this individual. He is a brother from Texas, right? And he has the ability to sing. He can act. He can speak. He also is starting to get into directing. His brother's name is Jamie Foxx. You may remember the show Jamie Foxx Show. It's crazy, you know, Jamie Foxx Show. Jamie Foxx, right? Did you not know? You may have not known this. If you don't know this, you learned something today. Jamie Foxx was abandoned as a baby. Overcame financial and family. Let me put it like this. When you are at a point where you feel like you have nothing left, right? Because we all got family. Now, we may have been left on a curve. You may have slept in a car. You may have just don't talk to your family. But we all got family. You just may not be able to connect with them, right? But even with that, like we said yesterday, Through pain, you could turn it into fuel, and from fuel, you could turn it into momentum, right? And I think a lot of these people I'm gonna talk about today, and one we'll talk about probably through the rest of this week. When we hear those things about being abandoned, not having the parents, not having a strong family around, same way the doctor told me, the same way I'm gonna tell y'all once again, it's not just you, it's me, myself, and I. You're never alone, right? But I get it, as a baby being left somewhere, that may play on your mind. You know what I mean? I've never been in that situation where parents just left me on the corner. Now, if you've been in that situation, okay, you may have a better view on that. But when I see Jamie Foxx, like, bro, on top of the world, doing great things, just beasting great. And even when we seen him get sick, you know what I mean? They had this whole thing. He's a clone. He's a clone. Yeah, I mean, but he has a great story. That's why I said, y'all look up people's stories. Bro broke a big generational curse, man. And that's something big. Not being wanted, not wanting to be around. I'm a second chance father, right? Hell, people didn't want my ass around, so I had to make a decision, right? I had to break the curse of, hey, let me just stay in this toxic, poisoning relationship just because of the kids. Hey, let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody say out here. You can like what I'm finna say and not like what I'm finna say. It's my damn show, but I'm gonna tell you this. You are in a toxic relationship and you're sticking around just for the kids. You are doing yourself a disservice. Yeah, they may call you, man, he a petty dad. Oh, he a deadbeat dad. They'll give you all type of names. But guess what? You able to live, or at least recreate your life. Brothers and sisters, you may be the deadbeat mama. Whichever one category you fall into, I'm going to say that. Hey, you, shit. You gonna get one life. They can hate you. They may not want you around. But you still got to continue to live. You'll go down a path, a dark path like I did. I'm not reading this out of no book, y'all. I went to a dark path. Had to find myself again. Staying in something toxic, being in toxic financial situations, which we will dive into as well, will cause you to break your brain. That's about the best way I can say that. And then you will really go on the deep end of, I really don't care about my own damn life now. Now, when you don't care about your life, guess what? You damn sure don't care about nobody else's. So that's why I say this show is not meant for everybody. This show is meant for real survivors, people that's been through real trauma, people that have really found a way to break their family curse. You know what I mean? As I said earlier, we talking about this generational wealth, but this goes with health, eating habits. Every day I get out here and do some type of walking, some type of activity, something. Most of us people die from heart failure, heart disease. My old man passed away from his heart exploding. Lack of exercise. Working yourself to the bone. Very, very spiritual man. He'll stay at church before he'll come home. Be real, just real talk. He'll study all day before he come kick with everybody else. Some things can take over your life and you forget to enjoy your own life. Just saying, there's so many levels. Angel's hitting on all of them. But we finna go through these points right now, right? And we gotta do it because somebody may need this. I don't know who. Maybe 5-6 years from the line, you might end up stumbling on this, and then boom, oh wow, I ain't even know who this dude is, man. But then he talking directly to me. Well, I'm talking to myself too, right? Cycle of awareness. Angel's talking about awareness earlier, right? Generational curse begins with a repeat pattern. Poverty, addiction, abuse, and silence. When they say silence, they mean lack of communication. I want to talk. You rather just be like, hey man, I ain't even talking about this. Leave me alone and keep moving forward. We see that. I was watching the ladies that had their show on the Primetime Network, right? And they was talking about how parents discipline their kids. And it's just like, well, when I was raised, man, whatever was in reach, that's what you got beat with, right? And the older we get, the long as me being a parent now, I don't so much how to put my hands on my kids all the time. More so, I hit them with military physical training, right? But I'm not knocking, what they say. I don't know how they say it I don't know exactly how they say it in the Bible, whatever. But spare the rod, spoil the child. I think that's how it was said. But at the same time, I think that's also can cause a traumatic thing, man. When every time I do something wrong, I'm gonna get beat. When you think about that, going when a child goes to school, every time I do something wrong, get beat. We used to get beat with a paddle at school. So if I get the wrong answer, I'm gonna get my ass beat. You know what I mean? And you start thinking about that in life. We don't think about it when we're younger. And I'm 41, y'all. So I came up in a time where discipline was like, hey. It was no toleration. My old man drove trucks, so while he was on the road, whenever he found out we got in trouble, when I get home, this gonna be handled. And it could be a week later, 2 weeks later, but I already know right when he get in the house, it's up. All frustrations coming out. You know what I mean? Everything that I did wrong throughout this month, guess what? It's gonna go down. Is that good or bad? Hey, it made me a lot stronger. Yeah, it did. But in some people's eyes, they'd be like, bro, that ain't it. That ain't what you're supposed to do. But times change. People change. Times change. Rules change. Hell, laws change. Families change as well. Especially when it comes to the mindset shift. Breaking curses starts believing that you don't have to repeat what you came from, as Angel was talking about where her environment, where she's from. Now, a lot of y'all wouldn't even know where Angel is from by the way she carries herself and talking on the phone, especially when people call to do business with us, right? Mr. Wicks found out the hard way, right? When Angel answered the phone, she don't sound like the Oak Cliff girls that y'all always see running down the timeline. You don't see the ass shaking. You don't see the ghetto. You don't get to get a taste of that. Not saying that she don't got that down in her soul, but I am saying you don't get to experience that or see that. You wouldn't know that was there until you cross the line. And by the time you cross that line, I'm on your ass myself. But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? She understands how to separate certain things, right? And sometimes it takes for us to shift our minds and say, okay, yeah, I may be from Oak Cliff. Yeah, I may have went through all these different schools. Yeah, man, I've probably been around a few people that others wouldn't want to be around, but I don't gotta be that, right? And there's a lot of us when we're younger, we get so caught up in things, man. I was a part of the Ursher board, and I learned more about drug dealing. Just being honest, guys. I learned more about pimping hoes, drug dealing, the streets, because most of the people that was in the streets down from South Dallas, man, they was coming to church on Sunday, doing what they had to do on Sunday. And when Sunday's over, they back to the streets. That's how I learned about a lot of this stuff. A lot of it. And then not only I went to Paula Dunbar, so right down Paula Dunbar, you got to pass by the crack house. You got to pass by everything before I even get to the crib. This is real spell. Go down Lego. You'll see. Now, I don't know, it may have changed a little bit, but you go down Lego, go down Bruton, go down some of these other streets. You know what I mean? Go down Jamaica, go down some of these other streets. You'll be like, oh, damn, this is what he's talking about. Yeah. But they'll say, your environment don't make you. Angel is a perfect example of that. Perfect example of that. That's why I say, go read some of her blogs, right? Skill building, learning something new. Reading is fundamental. You ain't got to be the best reader in the world, but it does help to get out here and expand your horizon, expand your knowledge. You know what I mean? And it is possible to change by reading and learning what other people have done. Right? I know that, bro, and so you always talking about there, bro. You always talking about feathering your knowledge. You always talking about this because it needs to be done. This is something that's always ran away from. Now we're in a time where we're locked in on social media, and that is the new world. No matter how bad y'all want to talk about it. A lot of the older people talk about, man, all these kids do is have their head in their phone. But guess what? I have recently learned, well, damn, bro, I really need to learn how to work this technology. I don't learn how to work this technology, I'm going to be lost in the sauce. Times change, so you got to be able to have the skills to be able to adapt. Military taught me how to adapt in any situation. Not only that, I still kept doing stuff because I'm outside doing my own thing, learning different survival skills and stuff like that. But you have to learn to adapt. You have to build your skills so you can continue to move forward. Or guess what? You're going to be stuck in the same cycle, the same pattern, like many people out here that you know that's still sitting outside of the liquor store talking about they shoulda, coulda, woulda, want to drop game on you while they ask you for change so they can get them another wine bottle. I'm just saying, they used to call them back in the day winos. Yeah, if that's your OG, man, you got a problem. Hey. What y'all gonna do to me? Throw some liquor on me? Might lick it up. I don't know. I'm an asshole. I am. But I set boundaries. Y'all see I'm going down this list? I set boundaries. In order for you to break something, listen, I smoke, man. I used to smoke. Hell, not only that, I think I used to drink more than I used to smoke back in the day. What? Last time I left Kansas, my last apartment, I left with 64 bottles of alcohol. All them hoes was empty. I never really shared a bottle. I had my own bottle. Y'all can have the rest over there. Every time, every party, every kick, because most people was coming to my spot or coming to me in Barnes' spot to do the house party because nobody had their own spot. It was in the barracks. Half didn't even have no cars. They were still doing the taxi stuff. You know what I mean? We living it up. Not realizing I'm on a path of destruction. The only way I could break the drinking, I had to lose it. I lost everything. The house, lost the cars, everything. Sometimes you gotta lose stuff for you to break it. So setting boundaries, hey man, I really ain't out here smoking no more, man. So I'm not finna kick it around to everybody that smoke. Bro, damn, bro, you ain't rocking with me no more now, bro. I'm falling back off the smoke, bro. You go have a good time. Love you, bro. Do your thing. I'm good over here. Damn, bro, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. I gotta set boundaries so I can keep going and keep moving, so I'm not caught up in the cycle where I'm spending half my check on to deal with my vices, to deal with my internal problems instead of facing them. That's what a lot of us do. We'll pick up advice so we don't have to deal with who we really are. Just being honest. That was me. Hate looking. I got tired of looking. I got tired of living the way I was living. Got tired of not having. When you go from having money all the time and able to do what you want to damn near barely surviving, it does something to you psychologically, right? It builds up this wall of like, man, I don't want to feel this. So I want to get so drunk to where I'm numb. Man, I want to get so blown, so high to where the clouds are under my feet. Give a damn if anything in this refrigerator. Give a damn if any gas is in the car. That was me at one point. I ain't ashamed to talk about it because I wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't go through those moments. Imagine if I would have set barriers. Imagine if I cared enough about myself and my immediate family at the time. Where would I be today? But I look at where I'm at now and I have a great legacy. When people talk about me, damn, bro, that's inside, man. Look what bro done. Well, that's Angel Inside. You look what they done, but that's inside. Every time you see here, but they done this, they done that. It took for us to create barriers. That's why we move so far from families. We ain't never, listen, I think the closest time we stayed in Dallas, probably Carrollton. That's the closest we probably stayed in Dallas when we was out doing our own thing. No, hell, even then we was giving people places to stay. Besides the point, right? But once we got out of that, Angel came. Look, I'm gonna give y'all a little story. Little story. This is getting into legacy creation right here, right? Breaking the curse isn't just stopping the harm; it's building something new. What? That right there, breaking a curse isn't just stopping the harm, is building something new. One day, Angel came home. Check this out. One day, Angel came home to our small, itty bitty tiny apartment. Oh, I was proud of my apartment. I was interviewing the radio people, came to my apartment. Then talking about when you get the radio people, you get people that's really got things going, and they come into your small, itty bitty tiny apartment, bro, just to talk to you, to have a conversation with you. Oh, we have some things going. We ain't have much. But we did what we needed to do, right? Let me tell you something. Shh. Angel came home one day, right? And she came home and she said, hey, we need to go ahead and pack everything up. We moving. Now, listen, let me tell you something. I ain't know what the hell. I ain't know what the hell she was talking about. Like, what happened? What I thought, did we miss some shit? Let me read some of the comments. Sometimes you have to be selfish enough to break the cycle. Your healing changes generation. Angel, yes, facts. Because being stuck in that mindset of this is just the way it is the biggest thing. That mentality of accepting what we have and being content. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It took me years to skate. Brother, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. I'll never forget this day. Listen, y'all. I'll never forget. Because me and Angel was doing this thing, attempting to get houses built, all type of stuff, y'all. And one day Angel came home. Like I said, she came home, and y'all think we had people staying with us. We taking care of people. We doing the most, man. We doing the most. And one day I'll put up some of them clips and videos. We doing the most, right? In a small little itty bitty apartment. And matter of fact, this room I'm in right now is bigger than our damn kitchen and half our little living room. Anyways, she came home one day, man, and she was like, hey, you gotta pack up. We finna pack up, we finna move. So I'm thinking, man, did we miss out on a bill? Like, now I'm kind of stressing a little bit. In my head, you know, as men, we don't want to always show what we think. But in my head, I'm like, man, what? We finna do what? Talking about the girl went and got U-Haul. We packing up our little itty bitty apartment. I ain't even seen the damn house. I ain't seen what the house looked like. At that point, I don't think I even cared. What we doing? Where we going? And she's been doing this by herself, y'all. Not with me. She got out here and did it by herself. Got out here and we drove, we riding. It's a long ride. It's a long ride. And we end up at this nice 2-story house, nice crib, right? And at the time when nobody was living over there, as Angel was said, before the Negroes moved in. But the point was, it took for us, more so her, it took for her to get so tired. I think Angel got so tired of us taking care of so many people and being easily accessed by people that she was like, yo, I'm gonna do whatever it takes for us to get up out the situation. And she did that. When I say she did that because I ain't believe it. Yeah, I ain't know what the hell was going on. But I was finna go with it. Cause we in this together. Where are we finna be? Where are we finna be in this together? And it happened. And it just kept, and he said, listen, from that day forward, things got better and better and better. We moved again. When y'all said we was reading her blog, we was talking about moving. We moved again, got a better place. Then we got good and comfortable there. They started building everything up, and it was just like, next thing goes, she's like, yep, we finna move again. What? And up, boom, pack everything up. We finna go. Creating barriers, being the change. You know, me, all I need is a little roof on my head, a little water, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some internet to do what I'm doing. I'm good. But her level of wanting more, I knew when I talked about this topic, I was going to talk about her. Because a lot of the great things that has been happening because she sacrificed a lot. I'm talking about we blew through like, listen, I have helped produce shows, built studios. We have done a lot. And I'm not complaining, y'all, because all those great things that we have done, I'm talking about thousands of dollars over other people's dreams. Do you hear what I say, man? And it got to the point where it got dark between us because we was like, man, we giving our all and nothing is being given back. I'm going to tell you guys something. Sometimes you got to go through the storm, man. Gotta go through the storm. Even when you go through the storm, you get to the eye of the storm. You know it's another side of the storm that's right. Listen, but listen now with all of those things we went through, man. Y'all know what I can do now, man. I can do absolutely nothing today. Everything gonna be paid. Everything gonna be good. It's because we created them damn boundaries. Y'all wonder why I don't answer my phone no more? You blow through a couple thousand on other people's dreams. You wouldn't answer the damn phone either. When I say a couple thousand, I'm talking about some bands that we could have been selfish at the time, being like, man, damn, y'all. Y'all remember the show The Jeffersons? Y'all remember? Oh, y'all may not. I'll be talking about old show. People not remember The Jeffersons. But listen, once you get your little break and you be like, man, oh yeah, y'all may remember Friday. Y'all may remember next Friday. Let me go with next Friday because everybody may not remember The Jeffersons or 227. Y'all may not remember them shows, right? So let's say next Friday, right? Next Friday, there was a part in there where the dad was like, oh man, when I got my check, I was like, I wasn't gonna change, but when I got my check, I was gone. That's what we should have did. We want to keep it real and goddamn. We want to keep it real and slave Negroes. We should got the check and goddamn got gone. That's what we should have did, but we did it. And I'm glad we didn't because we built a lot of history out here. Our names are golden out here. We've done things for people that are on right now. You know what I mean? They may not say nothing about it, man. You ain't gotta say nothing about it. The truth is there, the history is there, and you know, I keep paperwork. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, the best thing you can do is build boundaries. Best thing you can do is be a little selfish. And I am an advocate for that. I would teach my kids to be selfish. That ain't the way that ain't the way that Christian side goes. Over here, you're gonna be a bit selfish. You're gonna take care of yourself first. Then and only then is when you're gonna be like, I might think about, decide to help out, depending on how I'm feeling, type thing. Need that. That was one of the things that that's one of the things that I despised growing up. For real. Man, bro, you know, we family, bro. We gotta take care of each other, bro. Man, listen, say, brother, you ain't bringing the table to this table, bro. Somebody not finna eat. I'm just saying, when you have been through some of the things that me and this girl been through, listen, it's how bad it got. And I'm not gonna go too deep, but it got bad to the point where I almost said, hey, we finna Bonnie and Clyde this thing without saying too much. Yeah, I know you gave all the kids stuff, all that facts, gave everything. You all got lost in a fire. Man, listen. That I remember that family too. But I mean, I am saying take care of yourself first, but I'm not saying it's not good to help. But there has to be a goddamn limit. There's got to be a barrier. There's a moment where you got to close the wallet, cut the checkbook off. You know what I'm saying? Well, I know people don't do checks now, but like, you know, people got to figure it out. That comes with the barriers. That comes with the mindset shift. That comes with being aware when people are using your ass. Yeah. I'm out here getting triggered and shit. We've been through some things, y'all. Some of y'all just don't know. We've been through some things. But without going through those, some guys are saying, man, son, you gotta go through you gotta go through some things, man. You go through them things, you know, when you survive those things, you overcome those things, you know, you become that survivor that I'm talking about, this channel's about. Right? And we can talk about these stories. We can mention these things. And when you're able to show others like, yo, you can give your soul out here. You can give your energy out here. You can break your back for others. And sometimes it will never be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Remember a few weeks ago, I was talking about what my grandfather taught me with him. What's in it for me? Before I do anything for you, what the hell am I getting out of this? That is not selfish. That is called business. Leverage. You know what I mean? Me and this girl, I think we had to go through the cheese grater so we can chunk off a lot of this goddamn. Now, you know what? I'm gonna say we had to go through the goddamn meat process. The bone gristle and all. We had to go through the meat processor to realize, hey man, it's just us. It's just us. Mom, grandma can only be there when they can be there because they got a life of their own. That's why I say Angel and I is out here deliberately telling you Negroes, hell no. No, I'm not answering the phone. Negro, figure it out. You know, I would be saying the other word, but you get what the point is. Figure it out. Because when we had to figure it out, we had to sacrifice the comfortable shit. We had to sacrifice our comfort just so we can break even. And when you break even, you don't never want to go back down. You don't never want to go back down. And I'll be damned if I'm going back down. Period. I don't care who you believe in, pray to. I don't give a damn about none of that. Figure it out. And the best way you can figure it out is what? Realizing the situation you're in, accepting that the situation has happened, learn from it by building some down skills, shift your mindset, and start creating some goddamn boundaries so you can start creating a legacy for your own. You damn right. You goddamn right. You damn skippy. You know what I mean? I ain't even have to go down. Shit, I got 3 more. I ain't even have to go because this right here, man, we have lived this. Now I'm gonna mention two. No, I'm gonna mention one. I'm gonna mention one because I got to talk to his wife. I got to talk to his wife online, right? Dr. Boyce Watkins always talks about financial literacy, right? He's a financial speaker. Talks about finances and different things, how to break different barriers, right? And let me tell you something. He started his own school too. And actually, I'll talk about another one. You know what I mean? Because we got 3 minutes, right? Eric Thomas. Eric Thomas is another powerful speaker, right? I study a lot of different speakers, but Eric Thomas is another powerful speaker. They call him E.T., the hip hop preacher. You know what I mean? He had to realize that he had to create some barriers and make some changes to cut a few people off before he lost his lady. His lady had a college degree. She's like, you can't not be with me without a college degree. You got to have something going on. Damn what these streets are talking about. Damn what these people talking about. I'm finna leave your broke ass. I'll let you get your shit together. And now he's one of the most highest paid speakers in the world. Not just the U.S., in the world. 100,000, man. He might not even answer the phone to come speak for an hour. Create the barriers. Break the family curse. Start telling people no. When you're in a toxic relationship, say, man, hey, let it go, let it go, let it go. When you are in a place of abuse, hey man, you know what? Hey, they got something called letter openers. Keep one on you. I'm not telling you to create no violence, everybody. I'm telling you protect yourself at all time. Protect your mind, protect your soul, protect your health, protect your legacy. What are people gonna say about you when you ascend? Are they gonna say, oh man, that's the same old dude still out there struggling, still out there saying, if he coulda, shoulda, woulda, living in his memories? That's not gonna be me. And I hope it's not going to be you. Get rid of anything and everybody that is not there to help you push yourself, not do it for you. Just know, you want to be successful out here. You want to live the life you want to live out here. You're going to have to sacrifice the things that may make you comfortable You may have to sacrifice the things that may make you look like you're the top dog out here when you truly ain't got nothing going on. I know it hurts, but it needs to be said. You can talk cash shit all day, but actions and numbers don't lie. Break the curse. You gotta be that one. Pointing fingers at everybody else ain't gonna work. You gotta be that one and tell these niggeros, nope. Because I will be. King of Rancho Cucamonga. When I got my check, I was gone. Hey man, shout out to everybody. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I've already went over my hour, but listen, man, tap in with Jim's IT Publishing, man. You can get on there. You can hit up on the intakes. You could learn about how to get your stuff off the ground. Great financial advice. Great way to structure your business. Make sure you tap in with Jim's IT Publishing, man. On top of that, man, you guys have an amazing day. Y'all had me, boy. I was finna go down to Wazoo on this topic right here. Ooh, I have to do a part 2 because I had some more. I got some more stuff on here, but I got to give y'all a little story. Gotta keep it real on here. But listen, man, I am so proud of everything that we got going on here, man. And new shows on the way, new episodes. I got some specials that I'm actually working on, but you will not be able to see those specials on YouTube. You will not be able to see those specials live. You have to go over to Jim's IT Publishing, and you can go over there and purchase. You can go over there and download. You can go through those type of things and the process over there to get able to see those things. Trust me, there will be something to see. There will be like mini series, mini movies. You know what I mean? Kind of like how y'all see in the beginning of the shows, but these will be full on series. I got inspired yesterday. I saw some stuff on Tubi. I was like, oh, if this brother can do that, I can do that too. So it's all the way up, man. It's your boy Inside. Let's get it. Yeah, this is how we starting the show.